Level Devil Part 2. New levels with jetpacks and spikes. We're starting with the level called, balls, yeah. The first few levels are always suspiciously easy. It gets your guard down, and then out of nowhere, you step on a spike. If you time this right, you're good. Just make sure to jump over the death pit that appears out of nowhere. Here we go. The trickery has begun. I'd like to say that I didn't die here, but I did. I did not expect the last ball to disappear. The strategy here is simple. Move the crates and don't die. I know that does not help, but it's pretty easy early on. I love moving pieces like this because it's more about puzzle solving than just running through a level. For this level, all you need to do is move all the pieces until the second last piece, and then run for your life. I was pretty confused about this until I jumped down, then it all made sense. I also like that it randomly assigns a sense of urgency out of nowhere. The final level of crates is one of the levels I don't like as much. Not because I died here several times, it's definitely not that. It's the fact that you think you're so close to completing the level, and then bam, your progress has been erased. For these levels, I just didn't know when the level would move or where it would move. So you have to play it a few times before you can complete it. For this level, you have to reach the corner and then jump. I'm not sure why, but I kept falling off. The solution to this one is 1, 3, 5, and then jump off the fifth one, and you're good. This is a slow one. First get on the platform, move to your right, then to the center. On the second platform, move to your right again. Jump into the hole in the wall, and that's it. I'm not sure if you have to run to the center here, but that's how I completed the level. This one is intuitive. It sort of follows normal video game logic. For this one, you have to jump onto the square, which does require jumping back and forth a bit, but once the platform is extended, get some momentum and jump off. I died twice in this level. Moving platforms gets me every time, even when playing Mario 64. I both love and hate Soko levels. The movement is what I hate. I know it's just a little animation that's missing, but it's so slow and rigid. This one is interesting because the map appears as you go. Pretty sure I panicked as soon as I saw the saw. I died here several times. I died here several times because of closing doors and the fact that saws move faster towards you at the end. So I got stuck in the box several times here because I did notice that if you run to the one on the right every time, unless it's not an option, you will complete it. This is one of those levels that instantly kills you, because it doesn't follow regular game logic. Out of all the levels, I really like this set of levels. Weirdly enough, the one time I died in this level was to the spikes instead of the falling bombs. Changing the rule last minute always gets me. Especially the last bomb moving horizontally. This level is pretty simple. You have to click the button, avoid all the falling bombs, click the button again, and then run for your life. Also, make sure to avoid obstacles in the way. Here, you've got to stay under the platform to avoid the bomb. The first one stays in place. The second one is slightly smaller. For the third one, you have to move to the left a little. For the next one, you have to move to the left a lot. And for the last one, you stay on the right instead, and that's that. I really like these levels. Initially, I thought I could kill the bullet by jumping on it, like in Mario 64, but I learned the hard way that you can't do that here. I find mirrored levels quite fun to play because it's not mindless in a sense. You have to focus or you might make the wrong move and have to repeat the level over. The slow-moving bullet is a physical representation of anxiety. There is something so scary about a bullet that is accurate but moves slowly enough that you're not in full panic mode, but you're definitely panicking the entire time. One wrong move and you're gone. This one's simple. Just trigger the spikes and hit the last button. The last jump in this level really gets you, so make sure to hit the last button and move to the right. I thought this level was super straightforward until I saw the single spike on the floor and I panicked again. In this level, auto jumping is on. I'm glad that the level wasn't too hard because having auto jump on can be disastrous in a difficult level. This game really does mess with you. You think something's going one way, but it goes another way and splat! You're now a million pixels. I think the up-down levels really gave me trust issues. After this level, I didn't know if I could trust the dotted lines at all. You can see me hesitating here because I wasn't sure what would happen. But yes, you have to jump face first into spikes. I hate the moving death bit. Jump to the corner of the line, then go up, jump to the corner on the right again, make the jump onto the platform down below, jump up, then jump to the right again, and skip the middle part, and then just make a run for it. This one is pretty straightforward. You go up, then you go down. And in the end, avoid the obstacle, slide onto the wall, and that's it, you're done. Tough level. Jump to your left, jump up, jump to your right, then to your right again, jump up, then to your left, but do a big jump to avoid the saw. Inverted levels are probably my third favorite kind of level because it forces you to concentrate really hard on your movements in the game. This is the second level that insta-kills you. For the last bit, it helps if you inch closer to the spikes and then jump twice to the end. I found this pretty easy to complete. Hate to say it, but it was easy, like the shorthand version of the actual word. Yeah, I'm cool that way, /s. Okay, listen. I have PTSD from the Saw levels in Level Devil Part 1, so yes, I did die here a couple of times because I got the timing wrong, but at least there were no surprise spikes at the end. I personally believe that Satan was consulted for this level because it's the most evil level ever. The majority of my deaths were probably here because of that last jump. It was brutal. At first it seems like it's a straightforward 4x4 beat, I panicked and ran the second half with no strategy, so I can't help you here. It took me a while to get it, but the logic here is that every time you hear a beat, the speed of the player changes from slow to fast and then back to slow once the beat changes. And you have to use that to time your jumps, else you will fall. Very clever design. This level is quite a long one, so you have to memorize the steps before you take it. There is one block that changes position, so be careful of that. And if you're struggling here, then turn the sounds off for this level. The sound of the spikes will throw you off. I really wish I had my keyboard overlay for this one because the controls change every beat and it's basically important to time your jump right after the beat. I am not the best at jetpacks or Flappy Bird levels, though if I had to pick, I would pick the jetpack over Flappy Bird any day. The fifth button on the wall is a trick, but you have to go to the bottom of the wall to trigger it. Then click the last button and that's it. This one is pretty straightforward. Fly up to the top, glide along the ceiling, triggering the saw, then fly back up. Glide along the ceiling again, and that's the end of that. Here, you have to avoid the third button, then avoid the physical representation of anxiety, and you're good to go. I like that this level was vertical instead of horizontal. I do think that the camera movement is quite smooth. Once you hit the button, avoid the first set of bullets, then the second set of bullets, hit the button and dodge the last moving platform before you exit. Another level that insta-kills you. The first jump isn't so bad, but for the second jump you have to jump into the spikes, then run and jump and then run and jump. I want to say this pyramid of spikes didn't kill me, but it did, okay? It did. It got me. Once the spike stops, count to 3 and then jump. I was expecting some spikes to pop up at the last moment here. The first two platforms are straightforward, but on the third platform, you've got to hit the button, avoid the obstacles, and you're good. The last level switches controls on you, and after playing the whole level, it's quite easy to forget that, so remember that. As you can see, I tried to take a shortcut here, but it didn't work. The final level was really fun to play. It definitely took a while to beat because if you die at any point, the whole level gets reset. Avoid the first button, jump up to click the second button, then jump towards the right. Do a mini jump at the end of the platform, then use the platform to get to the next part. Here, all you have to do is click all the buttons and try to avoid getting crushed by these gigantic balls. Yeah, I did not think I was gonna say that today, but here I am. Click the button on the ceiling and jump to the left instead. Then click the second button and do a dramatic swerve to the left. Then jump up towards the right to get away from the slow bullet. And once you reach the third button, you're good. Here you've got to count up to 7 platforms, and on the 7th one, you have to just stop and wait for the platform to reconnect back up, and that's it. There is one dot in this level that will kill you, and it's right over there. Once you erase all the other dots, you're good to go. I got so confused here. I thought that was the last level, but there seemed to be no tricks here. You can see me hesitate to sprint for the exit, because I thought I would die at some point. The devil looks really sad that we're leaving. I would feel bad if I hadn't to die a million times. Sucks to be you. And that was it. We're free. But we run into the distance. We've got trees. We've got... I don't see any birds, but you can hear all them. You escaped. You died so many times. It was hilarious. More levels coming. I assume that's how the devil laughs. Maybe it's a super high-pitched laugh, like ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. My death count was 732 when I started. Now it's 1010. Is that a normal amount? Or is that too many deaths? I don't know. Like, what is your death count? Is it the same? Comment down below what your death count was. I'm NobleKoala. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!